Señor Leguía, how often do you meet with Bill Sanders?
How often?
Uh-huh.
No, not very often. Not very often. I have seen Bill Sanders this year 2 times.
This year 2 times? Because he's got a lot of industrial parks around the outskirts
But what is the importance if I meet with Bill Sanders?
Because he's the story is.
I want to ask you, why are you asking me why do I met with Bill Sanders?
Well, because Mr. Sanders is the moving force behind the El Paso downtown redevelopment plan.
And then it's a sin to get with.
No.
So what is the question? What is the reason of the question?
He owns a lot of
I want
land
to know
here.
the reason of the question. Why are you? How many times do I met with
Just curious.
with Hunt? Or how many times
How
do I
many
met
times do you meet with Mr.
with Willie
Hunt?
Hunt? How many times I met with Eloy Ballina? How many times do I met with what do they call John Cook? How many times do I met with Bill Richardson? It's not important.
In El Paso, for example, there's a whole dispute over the displacement of people, and Mr. Sanders is behind that. And you know, Woody Hunt, and you know this, Woody Hunt.
But
Woody Hunt's a personal friend of George Bush. That's of interest to us.
Can Woody Hunt and Bill Sanders take out the people with their concession of the land? In the United States, there's laws. You are very proud of that. You said you are the country who has the more powerful enforcement of the laws.
You're a member of the Paso del Norte group?
I do.
How often do you go over there and, you know, for the meetings, and could you speak a little bit about that?
How often to try to measure what? The number of times we reunite
I mean,
what?
do you, how closely do you interact?
Oh, we are very close. I think we have excellent relations, not only with the municipal government in El Paso, with the state government. We are trying to increment all the relationships with the American authorities, the United States authorities, particularly with El Paso, Texas. We have excellent relations with the mayor of El Paso. We have excellent relations between the business people in Juárez and El Paso. We have excellent relations between the Sunland Park people and Juárez. Juárez, El Paso is a good example what we need to be in the world.
What about the land dispute in Lomas de Paleo? Can you speak about that?
Land dispute of what?
Lomas de Paleo,
Lomas de Poleo.
the land dispute.
But what about the land disputes in Detroit? What about the land dispute in New York? It's a very local and completely local matter. I don't think in an interview of international matters we're going to start discussing the reclamation of the Mexicans in Los Angeles, or the colored people in Louisiana, or if there is two teams who are fighting for a school playing. That's not very important for the development of the region there.
Con billones de dólares entre ANAPRA, Sunland Park Nuevo México, San Jerónimo, Santa Teresa, el Camino Real, todo esto es el mismo enchilada.
So the idea, but the dispute arose, did it not, because of the Annapolis Sunland Park crossing?
Oh no!
Because once you put a crossing in, that land is going to become very valuable on both sides of the border.
It's almost 20 kilometers from there. It's too far from there. I'm not the judge, for trying to solve all the spiders.
Al poco tiempo yo empecé a juntar madera, ¿verdad?, para volver a parar la casa. Fueron los de asentamientos humanos y me volvieron a tirar.
What we did is try to solve the problems. Talk less and do more. That's what we did. We put the owner of the land with the people who was installed there, trying to get a solution. They did a solution, and then they are now happily together.
La actitud más bien que están tomando los señores guardias de los señores Zaragoza, pues es arbitraria completamente. Están tratando de que la gente se asuste porque han manejado varias formas de intimidar a la gente. Últimamente esto que nos está pasando, ¿no?, que los canes, los perros que tienen en la casa amanecen envenenados. Esta es otra de las artimañas. En las noches se oyen detonaciones de arma de fuego. Son ellos. ¿Quién más puede ser?
Pedro Zaragoza is a businessman. He's a businessman, and he's a good businessman, very successful, very good human being, and he's a good friend of mine.
Todos los que estamos aquí estamos en una zozobra ahora. ¿Por qué? Porque de un momento a otro nos pueden dejar sin la casa.
No, venía en el carro, también lo maltraté bien feo ahí en el camino. Pero no se bajó. No, así me dije, ay, pues con razón, donde quiera amanecen encajuelados. Le digo, pues ustedes son los que hacen eso, le digo. Si usted no quiere firmar por la buena, ese nomás no diga nada cuando resultan encajuelados. Fíjese. Le digo, me está amenazando, ¿verdad? Le digo, pero yo no le tengo miedo.
No le tenemos miedo. Nosotros vamos a luchar y vamos a defender esta tierra, de lo que dé. Y el día que vengan ellos a querer tumbar las casas, ahí se va a ver. Aunque vengan policía, aunque venga quien venga. Si el presidente de la República viene también va a ir para él. Pero esa tierra no se la vamos a dejar a ellos.
Well, so I don't understand that because the people up there, there's a lot of people that say it's not solved.
It's solved.
That
For us,
they-
it's solved.
People that claim they own like 2 hectares of land.
It's solved. For us, it's solved.